Degens, welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. And joining me now, let's go my left to right. We got the Iceman, Patrick from Detroit. Patrick, welcome back to the show. Nice to have you. And we got the new Degen joining us now, Larry the Laser Leg Greyson.
G-Bot!
Welcome to the show. Grayson, it's honestly so nice to have you on. How the hell are you doing today, brother?
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm doing great. I'm just really excited to be introduced to the podcast environment.
Hell yeah,
and,
brother.
Share my takes with the world.
Hell yeah. So obviously you're new on the show. Let's go ahead. Let's just dive in. Like, what's your background? Do you play sports? Did you used to play sports? Are you a degenerate gambler like myself? Do you love the ponies? I mean, bro, honestly, last weekend I saw this corgi race where I thought I had a solid lock, but the fucker just ran left.
Where do you bet on corgi racing?
I legally cannot talk about it on the podcast, but with going into that, Grayson, how you, let us know, let the Degens know a little bit about you.
Yeah, well, first with that corgi thing, I hope you bet on Queen Elizabeth's corgis or something. I bet she's got the best.
Juiced. It was juiced. It was ejected. It was fucking tested and everything, and then, but.
Dude, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm just trying to picture a juiced corgi, and that sounds like that might be the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, it was pretty great. It was.
And
that's why I bet on it, though. But.
Dude, yeah. Corgi races, underground corgi races.
They're great, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, Grayson, welcome to the show. Let us know a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I graduated from college in the spring and moved to Arizona to take the best job that would pay me money.
Hell yeah, brother.
And in college, I was a two-sport athlete. So I played
shit.
at a D3 school in Ohio, and I was a baseball player and a football player.
Okay.
If you call a kicker and a punter and a holder a baseball player. But that's what I did. I was fairly good at it for the level I was at. And actually this weekend, funny enough, I reached out to some coaches down here in Arizona of a semi-pro league.
Oh, shit.
And so there's a good chance that I'm actually going to continue to be a mediocre athlete and just keep kicking the ball because, my day job is so thrilling.
Hey, listen, mediocre athlete is what you can see on our TikTok. Look us up at Degenerate Take 69. See me try to hit a golf ball. It is bad. We will show you later. We'll show you later. It's bad. But anyway, look that up on TikTok. Dude, congratulations on that. That's super dope, honestly. And honestly, glad to have an actual athlete's view on stuff because, I played high school sports and everything, but never to the level where it was actually competitive and worth a shit. You know what I mean? I would have the coaches yell at me and everything, but I'm looking at them and I'm like, listen, dude, let's be real. I ain't making it to the NFL, brother. I ain't running this mile full-hearted. There's no shot. But speaking of the NFL, obviously in football in general, injuries are a big thing. And, when your quarterback gets injured, that's like your pitcher, your ace getting injured in that case. And the Jets right now are kind of feeling that. They had the GOAT, Zach Wilson. And, we all know about Zach Wilson from his obvious epic encounters earlier in the year. He went to BYU. He was a Cougar. What else could we expect from the guy? But he's got this knee injury now. All reports are saying the surgery went fine and everything. But, it's a bad team. I know you know a lot about bad teams being a Lions fan. Joe Flacco, come on.
Joe Flacco week 1. I think he wins the starting job.
Whoa, wins the starting job outright?
Hey, well, now they don't have to worry about if their, rookie pans out.
Hold on, timeout.
You got 40-year-old Joe Flacco.
We're introducing a new thing for something like this.
Yes, of course.
These are the Flaming Hot Take glasses. Put those on.
Oh, it's an honor to wear these.
Hit us with that Flaming Hot Take. Because
I think Joe Flacco, I'm just looking at the schedule here on my hand. They got the Ravens week 1. I think it's reunion weekend.
Wow.
Actually, it's going to be in New Jersey, so
who
cares? But, Joe Flacco and the Ravens, Ravens. I think Joe Flacco's going to throw for a couple of touchdowns, and the Jets defense is going to be
You're calling for revenge week Joe Flacco week 1.
I mean, he had takes out there this week. He had comments about like when Steve Smith Sr. Had his revenge game against the Panthers. So I think quietly as as loudly as Joe Flacco can do anything, he's thinking about it, but at the same time, he's got like 6 kids now, and he's going against he's on the Jets, man. He's going against the Ravens.
He doesn't have as many kids as Rivers yet.
No, and
Well, no one will ever have as many kids as Phillip fucking Rivers. Let's be real.
But I think week 1 that's going to be a fun matchup to watch for the first couple of quarters, and then Lamar's going to get out of the game. But
That's
my flaming hot take.
Hey, on that same topic, if Joe Flacco does start week 1 for the Jets, put me down on my card right now. The revenge parlay. All right. All right. Listen,
Honestly,
here we
I'm not
go.
gonna lie, I like that, though.
Panthers money line with Baker Mayfield starting against the Browns week 1. Joe Flacco and the Jets money line against the Ravens. Dude, and you both know those teams are going to be plus money going into that week.
I like it.
Dude.
I do like that.
Dude, and then let's play it safe. Let's play it safe because they'll be 6.5 point dogs. You just go ahead and parlay that. You get plus 120. You just call it a day.
Yeah, but what if one of those odds come out and they're not,
Okay, all right. Let's be real.
What if it's close?
Let's be real. Have we all looked at the Panthers roster?
No.
The most exciting thing about the Panthers roster is Baker Mayfield. Oh, I guess Christian McCaffrey's still on there, isn't he?
Is he?
Yes.
He does still play football?
He does still play football for, I think, 7 or 8 weeks out of the year.
That's impressive, dude. That's a hell of a contract he has worked out. This is, again, our annual PSA to make sure you do not draft Christian McCaffrey in the first round of your fantasy league.
Ever.
3rd through 5th round, okay?
Where's the camera? There's the camera. Don't ever.
Maybe as a running back, too. That's my thought.
Dude.
No.
He's a
Put the
running.
glasses back on.
Yeah, honestly, shit. Running back, too. If he can't stay healthy.
If he's still available, get him running back, too. But
Oh.
hopefully somebody else
man.
has already made the mistake of
Oh,
drafting
man.
Christian McCaffrey.
See, honest to God, that's a bench pick for me. And that's a bench pick when I hate the defense line that bad and Christian McCaffrey's going to run against because I still don't trust the Panthers O-line whatsoever. I don't give a shit who's starting under center. I understand that's the big storyline in Carolina, who's going to be under center. But it's about who's snapping the ball and who's actually going to give them the time to let the plays develop and everything. Because Carolina does have the opportunity to develop plays and, be solid unless if that offensive line can get it together. And if they can't, it's going to be a lot of the same shit. But put me down for the revenge parlay. Anything else you guys want to talk about football-wise?
Yeah, while we're on that subject, what do you have in mind for J.K. Dobbins this year? Speaking of injured running backs. Ooh, how's he going to do? Where would you take him?
Dude, J.K. Dobbins. So the way, obviously injured last season, the Ravens just, everyone was in the hospital. Sucks to suck. It's just, bitten by the injury bug early and hard. J.K. Dobbins, I think you can get him easily at 5 for a value pick as a number 2 running back. I think he'll be a solid number 2 running back. Obviously, the person who's going to run the most in that offense is going to be Lamar Jackson. And, you don't have the Jason Tatum rule where they had him as a tight end and a quarterback for that 4 weeks a couple years ago. And that was a beautiful time if you had him rostered. Let me tell you that.
No.
But I did. Won me so many games. It was great. But regardless of that, J.K. Dobbins, I think, is going to be a value pick late draft if you're doing snake. And if you're doing auction, bro, if you're doing an auction draft and you have J.K. Dobbins come up, dude, if you're spending over, dude, I can't even, you're going to get him for a cheap price. I don't give a shit what it is. He's going to go, you can get him in one of the later rounds and bet super cheap. They're going to be like, yeah, no shot. Everyone else is not. But be smart. Get J.K. Dobbins. I'm a big fan of his going into this season. Love that take. Good
Actually,
shit.
I'm not going to lie, now that I am thinking about it, I did have him in one of my leagues last year.
Dude,
But he was like, he was, I mean, basically
Dude, they were
done
all
for the-
down.
Yeah, he was basically done for the entire
and the
season.
Ravens still almost made the playoffs, or they did make the playoffs, didn't they?
They did not.
They did not, but they were damn.
As the resident Ravens fan, wearing my purple proudly today, the Ravens, in fact, breaking news, did not make the playoffs last year.
All right, bringing that up one more time. I got to put on the glasses for this. I'm saying Lamar Jackson by week 1 will be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
I'll take the other side of that bet.
Wow! We're what? What do you think? What do you think is going to happen?
I don't think he signs a contract for this season. I think he gets the end of this season, and that sets his market value. Because he's negotiating by himself. Like, it's his family on the contract. The Ravens would love to sign this guy right now.
Yeah.
Because every day that goes by that Lamar doesn't get hurt, knock on wood.
Yeah,
or,
seriously.
I mean, depends on how you, that's marble.
Yeah,
but-
This is wood down here.
Oh yeah, these are.
His value goes up. So, if he's, he takes them to the playoffs again this season, and that's what sets the table. Not the season where he didn't finish because he didn't feel like playing the last week. It changes his market value. So I don't think he signs that contract because I think he, in his mind, thinks that he's worth more money than I guess the Ravens are offering. I can't believe it because I think the Ravens have built their entire team around this guy. Like their defense, they're not even known for defense anymore. They've so built their team around Lamar Jackson, and yet, they haven't reached a contract. And I think the best the Ravens can hope for is to franchise tag him for a few years and let him go when they don't want to pay him anymore.
Okay, yes or no question, and then I want off the topic. All I want from you is yes or no. All right. Beginning of the 2023 season, Lamar Jackson.
Wait.
What?
Which one?
So
Next season.
year.
Sorry,
Oh,
next
next-
year.
next
Next
year.
year. My bad.
Yeah,
Beginning of next year, week 1, Lamar Jackson, franchise tag it or not? Or franchise tag or long deal? Give me one of those answers. I guess that's not yes or no.
Also,
I'll take that. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes
fuck
or no.
off. Yeah.
so you think that's it?
Yeah? Franchise tag.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could.
I could see that.
I could. All right, last thing I want to bring up with you boys because it was something we talked about off air, and I want to get your takes on it because I've got some very strong opinions on this. Fernando Tatis of the San Diego Padres, obviously, he
Solid
was
player. Played a great season this year.
yeah, fuck off. Obviously, he was supposed to come back for injury in the next
Big
couple
part
weeks.
of the playoff run here.
Yeah, he was supposed to be, but now, being suspended 80 games, or as the MLB likes to put it in the most demeaning way possible, banned for 80 games, due to PEDs, steroids, and everything like that. I've been a big proponent of the fact that steroids, or we need a bigger bat barrel to come to the MLB to make shit more exciting and to grow the game back. As a 12-year baseball player, love the game. We need something. We need something on the edge on these pitchers who are getting better every day. I can't blame Fernando Tatis. What I can blame him for, though, is the excuse of how he got it, because he said it must have been my ringworm medication or some shit like that, right?
Which is, I mean, dude, at that
What
point,
the
it's like,
fuck?
dude, yeah, I mean, what do you really put it? You have steroids.
A-Rod broke up with J-Lo, but he had better excuses for his steroids. Like, come on, man.
Shit.
You broke up with J-Lo? What the hell, man?
Dude, J-Lo
But
broke up.
ringworm. Didn't play
Yeah.
a game this season.
Ringworm,
I got
though.
ringworm. Oh, guess I'm out for 80 more games.
Yeah.
Hey, dude,
Like, when does that suspension even start if he's still hurt?
Have you ever had ringworm?
I assume.
Have you ever
Oh,
had
that's a
ringworm?
good question. Well, no, I've never had ringworm.
Dude, you don't get steroids
But-
for ringworm. You get like a
You
like,
get that little round patch, right? Or is
That-
that's a different thing?
no,
Some kind of skin
that's part of it. But or they give you like a fucking they give you like a hydrocortisone, like a cortisone 10 cream, like something that's like you put on like athlete's foot. Like you don't get steroids. So,
But-
dude, no,
Yeah.
get them out of here.
Get him out of here. I mean, terrible. When it comes down to steroid excuses, terrible
That's the worst
excuse.
one I've ever heard.
Just absolutely terrible.
worst
But that is a
steroid
great
excuse I've
question.
ever heard in my
When
life.
does it start? Because technically speaking, it could start today or whenever the suspension was handed down, and then he could miss games being injured, but, the MLB being as fickle as they are and Rob Manfred just kind of deciding everything day to day, and doesn't giving a shit about the piece of metal they win at the end of the season. I mean, Fernando Tatis will probably play next time sometime in July, if we're being optimistic. Probably, maybe, if he doesn't take more roids, but, I mean, it's another topic for later.
And what did you make of the Padres players? They're kind of, when they're like, hey, so your teammate you were expecting to, like, help you get to the playoffs, and he decided to take steroids. So, what do you think about that, huh?
I mean, terrible position to be in, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to say what you got to say. I do not blame anyone for what they said.
No.
It's just a matter of, he was a dipshit.
But also,
The bottom line, he was a dumbass.
Honestly, like, how did they know?
Well,
How
I
did they
mean,
not know he was like,
because the steroids have become so good nowadays, you don't get the big head and the blow-up body like Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa got. You know what I mean?
Your testicles are roughly the same size.
Roughly.
Is that true?
Maybe. But anyways, boys, we got to dump out of here. Anything else to say to the D-Gens out there right now?
Oh, from us?
Yeah, from you guys.
Oh,
Any last
yeah.
takes?
Is that the camera?
Yeah, that is the camera.
Don't sweat the petty things, and don't pet the sweaty things. Thank you.
That was deep.
Wasn't it?
That was really deep.
That was
yeah,
deep.
don't pet anything that's sweaty.
I was not ready to go that deep. I didn't have like life advice.
Dude, sometimes I have a
I was just gonna say like buy on the Orioles. I think they might.
Hey.
The playoffs. They keep beating up the Blue Jays. They got a bunch of games left with the Blue Jays.
No, and the fact that the Orioles can win in Toronto is a big deal with the whole vaccine thing and everything like that going around the MLB. Like, that's huge. I'm big on the Orioles right now. I'll keep betting on them. They are making me money. With that being said, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. Help support the channel. We do have merchandise now. That'll be in the description down below. And also, follow us on Twitter at DGenTakes. Myself at Brofict1. And do you guys have Twitters? I forgot to ask that.
I do.
Do you want to give it out? You don't have to.
Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I don't remember what exactly my Twitter handle is. So
Fair enough. We'll work on that next time.
Yeah.
We'll work on it next time.
Yeah. But also, we do have Facebook, too.
Oh, yeah. We're on Facebook, Degenerate Takes. Look it up. Follow us there. Instagram, Twitter, all the shit. We're there. Degenerate Takes 69. See me try to hit a golf ball. It's pretty good.
I'm going to go take a look at that video after the show.
Yet.
No,
we have to do that.
I can't do it right now because the computer's set up. It doesn't work. But we'll do it next time. But with that being said, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I've been the Brofict1. That's been the Iceman. That's been Larry the Laser Leg. And we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.